5 DIY finishes, 4 wood species, and I was honestly surprised by which ones worked best. Wood finishes can get expensive, and sometimes I get tired of making yet another trip to the hardware store just to finish a project. So I tested 5 DIY wood finishes made from common household products. Some work surprisingly well, and some not so much. I applied each finish to white pine, southern yellow pine, red oak, and poplar. These finishes are more about color than protection, and I think it is criminal to stain high quality hardwood, hence these lower quality species. Every board was milled to the same size and sanded to 120 grit so the comparison stayed fair. Now, here are the 5 finishes I tested. The first is the mixture that creates the ebonization effect, vinegar soaked with steel wool or uncoated nails. The iron in the metal reacts with tannins in the wood, darkening it. Next is a super strong cup of black tea. The tannins in the tea will bind to compounds in the wood. Third is a concentrated shot of espresso or just black coffee. The acids and organic compounds in the coffee interact with the wood fibers. Fourth is baking soda mixed with water, which will raise the wood's pH, impacting its color. And finally, straight soy sauce. Now, I was most skeptical of this one, thinking it's just a prank to make my garage stink, but the internet suggested it, and the internet never lies. Now, let's get this experiment going. I started by testing every finish on poplar wood. From left to right, we have the baking soda mixture, soy sauce, tea, iron acetate made from pallet nails and vinegar, and coffee. And on the far right is untreated poplar, our control piece. Now, even at this early stage, some differences are noticeable. The iron acetate, coffee, and tea made very subtle changes. The baking soda really didn't do much at all, and the soy sauce, the one I doubted the most, made the biggest difference here, creating a nice dark wood. Now, I'll check back later after everything's fully dried to see how the colors continue to develop, but for now, let's move on to the red oak. With the red oak, the baking soda continued to do pretty much nothing, but the other 4 finishes all looked really similar here, just slightly darkening the wood. But, a spoiler alert, this definitely changes over time, but for now let's check out the white pine. Now, the white pine had the most underwhelming reaction of all the wood species. Honestly, it mostly just made the wood look wet with very little color changed regardless of the finish used. But the southern yellow pine, that is where things got really interesting. Now, the baking soda was still pretty much a dud here, but the other finishes created some noticeable differences. The tea and the coffee darkened the wood subtly in a similar fashion. The soy sauce made it much darker than the first 2, and the ebonization mixture gave it an almost old rustic barnwood look. It was pretty unique. Now for the reveal. Here is everything side by side. Now, this shot was taken after the finishes had dried for about 15 minutes. And from top to bottom, we have southern yellow pine, white pine, red oak, and poplar. But I decided to do a second coat to see if it would make much of a difference. And here's how everything looked once fully dry.
Okay, so I think I might have made a mistake. This is supposed to be all white pine, but that really looks like poplar to me. And then this is supposed to be poplar, and that looks like white pine. So I might have gotten 2 pieces mixed up. Oh well, regardless, it's clear that the white pine really didn't look great with any of these, nor did really the poplar, except for that poplar or white pine piece with the oil. But overall, the southern yellow pine, I think, took all of these pretty well, as did the red oak. So I think what this experiment revealed more than anything is that it's about the species of wood that you use more than the chemical or the product used to stain it. So red oak, southern yellow pine does pretty well. White pine, poplar, meh.
Wood species definitely matters, but it is clear that iron acetate created the most unique and eye-catching finish across the board, and soy sauce, of all things, actually worked surprisingly well. Now, there's still a lot to experiment with here, as layering some of these mixtures can change the color significantly. So if you're interested in seeing more tests like this, give this video a like. But my takeaways are that southern yellow pine is underrated, ebonization is freaking cool, and soy sauce is actually a decent stain.